Imagine a world where time is money, literally. That's the intriguing premise of the movie In Time. People stop aging at 25, but there's a catch. They have a glowing clock on their arm that shows how much time they have left to live. And guess what? Time is the currency. You use it to pay for everything. Food, rent, even an extra minute of life. In this world, the rich can live forever. They hoard time. The poor have to fight to earn every second. It's a constant struggle for survival. The movie is a thrilling action flick, but it also makes you think. It shows how our obsession with time and money can create a system where some people have everything and others have nothing. It's a scary thought, especially when you consider how much our own world revolves around these things. The movie serves as a powerful metaphor for the social media age, where our digital lives often mirror this desperate race against time. Now, let's talk about social media. Platforms like YouTube and TikTok are like the digital version of In Time. They have their own kind of currency: likes, subscribers, and followers. These are the things that give you social capital. The more you have, the more influential you become. Think about it. YouTubers with millions of subscribers, they have real power. They can influence opinions, they can shape trends, they can even make a living from their content. Their time spent creating content is an investment. Their subscribers are their currency. Just like in the movie where time equals wealth, in the digital world, attention equals influence. The more eyes you can attract to your content, the more valuable you become. But this pursuit of digital fame can come at a cost. It can turn into a relentless chase for more. It's easy to get caught up in the numbers game. But we need to remember that real life is about more than just likes and subscribers. Influencers are the new celebrities of the digital age. They're living the in-time dream, right? Well, sort of. They've figured out how to turn their online presence into a currency. They have millions of followers who hang on their every word. They get paid to promote products, they get invited to exclusive events, they seem to have it all. But it's not always as glamorous as it seems. Being an influencer is a full-time job. They're constantly under pressure to create new content. They have to maintain their image. And they're always worried about losing followers. It's a lot of pressure. Just like in Time, where the wealthy are always trying to hold on to their time, influencers are in a constant battle to keep their followers engaged. In the movie, people trade their literal time to survive. On social media, it's your attention that's being traded. Every minute you spend watching a video, every like you give, every comment you post, it all adds up. These are the metrics that drive the social media machine. They determine what content gets seen and what gets buried. And they fuel the competition among creators. YouTubers, for example, obsess over watch hours. Why? Because more watch hours mean more money. It means their content is being recommended to more people. It's a constant battle to stay ahead of the algorithm, and it's a game that can be addictive and all-consuming. The pursuit of views and engagement can easily overshadow the joy of creating. It can turn a passion project into a stressful grind. Section 5. Living for the gram social media marketing and the illusion of time. Remember those glowing clocks in Time? They're a constant reminder of how much time people have left. Social media marketing plays a similar role in our digital lives. It creates a sense of urgency. It makes us feel like we need to be constantly connected, constantly consuming, constantly buying. We're bombarded with ads that tell us we need to look a certain way, dress a certain way, and live a certain way. It's all about creating an illusion of time well spent. But this constant barrage of curated perfection can be exhausting. It can make us feel like we're not enough, and it can distract us from what truly matters. Just like the characters in Time, we can get so caught up in the pursuit of the perfect online life that we forget to live our real lives. Section 6. The cult of now, instant gratification, and the social media echo chamber. Social media thrives on instant gratification. You post something and you immediately get likes, comments, and shares. It's like a shot of dopamine to the brain. It makes us feel good. But this constant need for validation can be dangerous. It can create a feedback loop where we're only seeking approval from others, and it can lead us down a rabbit hole of negativity. Social media can also create echo chambers. We tend to follow people who share our views. This can reinforce our biases and make it harder to see other perspectives. This lack of diversity of thought can be harmful. It can lead to polarization and division, and it can make it difficult to have meaningful conversations about important issues. Section 7. Escaping the time trap. Finding balance in a hyper-connected world. So how do we escape the in-time trap in our digital lives? How do we find balance in a world that's constantly demanding our attention? It's not easy, but it's possible. First, we need to be mindful of how much time we're spending online. It's easy to get sucked into the scroll hole and lose track of time. Set limits for yourself. Take breaks from social media. Second, be intentional about the content you're consuming. Unfollow accounts that make you feel bad. Seek out content that inspires you, educates you, and makes you feel good. Finally, remember that social media is just a highlight reel. It's not real life. Don't compare yourself to others. Focus on living your best life, both online and offline. Section 8. The future of time. Will we ever log off? It's hard to imagine our lives without social media. It's become so ingrained in our culture. But as we become more aware of its impact on our mental health, our relationships, and our society as a whole, it's worth asking, what's the future of time in a hyper-connected world? Will we ever log off? Or will we find a way to create a healthier relationship with technology, one that allows us to connect with others without sacrificing our time, our privacy, or our well-being? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, the clock is ticking. It's up to us to decide how we want to spend our time, both online and in the real world. Section 9. Conclusion, a time for reflection. The movie In Time may be a work of fiction, but it holds up a mirror to our own relationship with time and value in the age of social media. It challenges us to examine how we spend our time. It encourages us to question the value we place on likes, followers, and online validation. And it reminds us that true wealth isn't measured in numbers on a screen. It's measured in the moments we share, the connections we make, and the impact we have on the world around us. So, the next time you find yourself scrolling endlessly through your social media feeds, take a moment to reflect. Ask yourself, what's truly important? Are you spending your time in a way that aligns with your values? Or are you letting the digital world control your clock? The choice is yours.